Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Om. Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ गीता ध्यानम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः ते पीयमानं मुदा। भूयाद् भारत पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session. It's been so long. With His grace, only we are able to continue our session. So ever grateful to Him who brings us back on track, even if we go a little astray. We were in chapter 3 and we have seen first 17 mantras. And it's been quite some time that we have not visited that. And in chapter 3, by the time we have reached chapter 3, we have covered a lot of Sanskrit portion also. So tonight, instead of having something new, let us revise what we have done so far so that, whatever is shaken here and there crystallizes and we are back on track. So first what we'll chant all the 17 mantras. So those who want to volunteer, please raise your hands and I'll distribute the mantras first. So those who want to chant, please raise your hands. Only 2 hands. Only 5 hands. What happened to the confidence? I see so many stalwarts in the class, but nobody is raising the hand.
I think Varshaji, some of them are unable to do so. I see Bala's iPad, madam raising her hand in the video, but I think she's not able to hit the button.
Okay. Anybody else not able to? Kashish, why your hand is not raised when I can see you? Come on, try. Let your hand be raised. All have raised their hands, switch on the cam. Leelama, the cam is off. This one. Kashish, you are able to raise your hand? Chapter 3. Let us start. 10 people, right? Shobhaji, you can start with 1 and 2 verse, followed by Radha Krishnanji, 3rd and 4th, followed by Vidya Lakshmi ji, Shri Vidya Lakshmi ji, 5 and 6, followed by Somasundaran ji, 7 and 8. Then I think we are set. Leelama, do verse 9. Kashish, do verse 10. Hamsanandini, verse 11. Arunjinji, verse 12. Padma Bhaskaranji, verse 13. 14th verse, again Kashish. 15th verse, Leelama. 16th verse, again Hamsa Nandinit. 17th verse, Arun Jainji, followed by again Padmaji to the 17th verse. Okay, so let us start. Over to Shlokaji.
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः कर्मयोगः। अर्जुन उवाच ज्यायसि चेत् कर्मणस्ते मता बुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत्किं कर्मणि घोरे मां नियोजयसि केशव। व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहमाप्नुयाम्।
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम् न कर्मणामनारम्भात् नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते न जस्सन्न्यसनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति।
न हि कश्चित् क्षणमपि जातु तिष्ठत्य कर्मकृत् कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वः प्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः उच्यते।
यस्मिन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते। नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्मज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीरयात्रापि चते न प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणः।
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर।
सह यज्ञाः प्रजा सृष्ट्वा पुरोवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविष्वध्वम् एष वोस्त्विष्वकामधुक्।
देवान् भावयतानेन ते देवा भावयन्तु वः परस्परं भावयन्तः श्रेयः परमाप्यस्तथा यथा
श्रेयः परमवाप्स्यथ।
श्रेयः परमवाप्स्यथ। Thank you.
इष्टान् भोगानि हि वो देवाः दास्यन्ते यज्ञभाविताः तैर्दत्तान् प्रदायेभ्यः यो भुङ्क्तेस्तेन एव सः।
यज्ञशिष्टाशिनः सन्तः मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषैः भुञ्जते ते त्वघं पापाः ये पचन्त्यात्मकारणात्।
अनाद्भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात्मन्न सम्भवः यज्ञाद्भवति पर्जन्यः यज्ञः कर्म समुद्भवः।
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवं तस्मात् सर्वगदं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्।
I think I'm supposed to do 17.
It's
Maybe
your turn.
16 then. No one is doing 16. Okay, should I do 16?
Nandini, was it 16 for you?
17 G. You gave me 17.
Okay, maybe then I misheard. I'll do 16.
16. Mine is 17.
Then minus 16. Okay. Yevam pravartitam chakram nanuvartayitihayaha
Aghayu. Aghayu.
agayurindriyer
Not Aghayu.
agayurindriyaramah mogham partha cha jivati.
Parthasa Jivati. Not cha. Oh, Arunji. You can unmute Arunji.
Sorry. Yastu vatam ratirev syad.
Yes. Tvatmaratirev syat.
Yastu vatmuratirev syad. Atam triptascha manavah. Atmanyev cha santushtah. Tasye karyam na vidyate.
Patraji 18. No, 17 you have to repeat. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. यस्त्वात्मरतिरेव स्यात् आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टः तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते.
Balama 17 repeat. Okay, I'll help you to unmute.
Yes. 17th one, madam?
Yes, you can't give a sound.
Okay. Yasvatvatmaritirevaस्य atmatrupaccha manavaha atmanyeva cha santushpaha tasya karyam na vidyate.
Vidhiyate. Tasya karyam na vidyate. Okay, good. So, some of you are chanting very well. Some of you are doing loads of mistakes. So, sometimes it's Rasva Dirgha issue. And verse number 10. Anena prasavishyadhvam eshavostwishta kamadhuk. Yes.
I must say?
Chanted that. No, because it was her. Yes.
Then I must it.
Do it, Kashish, again.
Can you repeat it, please?
Yes. Saha yajñāः prajā srishtva purovacha prajāpatiः anena prasavishyadhvam eshavostwishta kamadhuk.
सह यज्ञाः प्रजा सृष्ट्वा पुरुवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविश्वध्वम् प्रसविष्यध्वम् एषवोऽस्विश्वकामधुक्. एषवोऽस्विष्टकामधुक्.
Good. Yes. Good to see you, and I'm so delighted, Kashish, to have you back. And I'm so delighted to be in the class. So precious.
Varshaji, sorry to disturb you. The 5th verse also, the second line, I could do it correctly. Second line, 5th verse.
Karyate hyavashah karma sarvah prakriti jairgunaihi. Try.
Karyate hyavashah karma sarvah prakriti jairgunaihi.
Yes.
Thank you.
And sometimes, Arunji, for you, it is just the Hindi accent because the words are still not coming full alphabets. You are eating half. more like, Ratirev syat, Ratireva syat, Atmaratireva syat. Ver should come full. Truptascha, like that. Atmanyeva cha santat, or Atmanyev. So like that, you are cutting down the ers in the end of the word. So that fullness, practice and awareness has to be built. Otherwise, the meaning will change. Good. So now we need more chanting practice. So I will definitely insist, though we have daily Gita every day, on Wednesday is the turn for chapter 3. So at least Wednesday, we meet for about 15-20 minutes. If you don't have time to wait for 20 minutes and all, because we do chapter 3, 4, and 5 on a Wednesday. You don't wait for 4 and 5 chapter. Give only your initial 5 minutes and do those initial 15-20 verses. Keep hearing. Because those who chant in daily Gita, they are really ace chanters. So you will get, soon after this class, just give 5 minutes, 6:45 India time, 9:15 Singapore time. 5 minutes after class you need to give. Listen and then go. Just listen to first your portion of 20 verses and then go. No need to wait. But if you are willing, yes, you are welcome every day, because every day at 9:15 Singapore time we have daily Gita happening. Those who want to revise what we have done, on Monday we have chapter 1 and the Dhyana Shlokas. On Tuesday we have chapter 2. Then on Wednesday, chapter 3, 4, and 5. And then Thursdays 6, 7, 8, 9. Fridays 10 and 11 chapter. Saturday we have from 12 to 16. Sunday we have 17th and 18. And again Monday we begin from first chapter. I'll post that in the group. So if you are able to come on Monday, Tuesday, also if you want to, also on 7 days, everything is welcome. But if nothing is possible, at least Wednesday, soon after this class, give 5 minutes so that the third chapter, which is almost forgotten, like, gets polished. And it will take another for us 2-3 weeks to come back on track. So if this is the condition with the Gita, I'm wondering what is going to happen with Sanskrit. I'm a little bit scared now. But still, we will revise that portion today, because so much we have studied in that. What I have done, I've just prepared how I have spoken to you all. So it would be easy to grasp rather than completely something different. I'll share that. Give me a minute. Not this. So, stop this shit. Yeah. So, we also have to know the Gita meaning, but we also need to know the pronunciation, and we also need to know some basic grammar, and we were doing that. We started by saying that whatever we want to speak, we have to use words. Words. So words make sentence, and we called those words as padam. Padam, one word. And then the group of words are making the sentence. So what we started saying first was, the words are of two kinds, right? Padam, Dvividham, we said. And we said two kinds of words are there in Sanskrit. And we said Nama Padam and Kriya Padam. Okay? Are we clear on this? Anybody having any doubt? So if anybody has any doubt, should unmute and immediately ask. Okay? Don't raise your hands. I'm not seeing on the screen now hands raised. So you can always interrupt the class anytime now, because it's crucial and you cannot go forward without the base clear. So this is because it's a revision session, without any hesitation, just unmute and talk. Okay, because I'm not watching the screen of the audience, of the listeners on my PPT screen. Okay, so we said this Namapadam and Kriyapadam. Okay, what is a Kriyapadam? Anybody? Unmute and answer.
Verb.
Verb.
Verb. So means what? All actions. Whatever would denote the action are put in the Kriyapadam. And what is not an action word? Everything else. Everything else is put into the Namapadam. It would be an adjective also. It could be a pronoun also. Everything else, not just the nouns. What is not a Kriyapadam, everything else is put into this Namapadam. This much part is clear, not forgotten. Anybody is not clear? Should unmute and say not clear. Okay. So I'm assuming this part is clear. Step number 1. We have two kinds. So pada means a word. We have two kinds of words, Namapadam and Kriyapadam. All action words are put under Kriyapadam. What is not an action word is put under Namapadam. First point. Okay. Assuming this step is clear. Now we climb second step. This Namapadam is divided by its gender. So we have Pullinga Padam, Strilingam Padam, Napusankalinga Padam. What is a Pullinga Padam means?
Masculine.
Male.
Masculine gender.
Masculine.
Strilingam is
Feminine.
Female.
feminine gender. Napunsakalingam is
Which
neuter
doesn't
gender.
fall in any of those two. Rest is in
Neuter gender. Neuter gender. So this is for whom? This is for the Namapadam.
Namapadam.
Okay. All Namapadas are having gender. Means if I'm saying a table, table will have a gender. If I'm saying a spectacle, spectacle will have a gender. Anything. I'm saying a bangle, bangle will have a gender. I'm saying my necklace, necklace will have a whatever, a tree, a flower, a fruit, a bench, a bed, a sofa, whatever is there in the Namapadam category will have a gender, masculine or feminine or a neuter gender. Is this much part clear? Okay. So our second step is clear, I hope. Retain it. Don't forget any part. The gender wise, Namapada is having gender. Don't forget. Now, we saw. Now we climb. Next step. This gender, now in Sanskrit, it is not only singular and plural. In Sanskrit, we have dual also. So, Vachanam it is called. Singular is Ekavachan. Dvivachan means which is in two twos. In two only, 1 and 2 is called Dvivachan. And anything more than 2 is put as Bahuvachan. Is this much clear? Anybody has doubt? So this is going, we have seen for the pada, division, gender, vachanam. Okay? So you can always unmute and say, okay, then I know there is a response and I heard.
Okay.
Now come, yes, now come to Kriyapadam. In Kriyapadam, there are 3 types. Can we look at a Kriyapadam and decide what is the type? We can. But we should know how. We'll see it in the next slide. So in Kriyapadam, there are 3 types. Kriyapadam means the words. So one category of verb is called as Parasmaipadam, Atmanepadam, and some verbs go by both Parasmaipada and Atmanepada, and that's why they are called Ubhaya. Ubhaya means they are going by both method. The next slide will show some clarity. We'll go slowly for the Kriyapada. So Kriyapada, that word, what do I say? I am going. Okay, I am, I use. Do I say he am going? Or he, I'm saying he or she is going, I am saying. Correct? Do I say you is going? I say you are going. Correct? So we have certain prepositions that go with when I use
No.
I, when I use you, when I use he, she. Ram, I'm going will not come. Ram is going will come. Correct. So this in Sanskrit, person we call in English, right, is Purusha. So Pratham Purusha means not to take it as first person in Sanskrit. Pratham Purusha is third, means third person, means Ram or he or she, somebody else. When I specifically say you are going, you are eating, when I say you are the second person. I'm talking to you directly. And the first person, which is me, I am, it is called Uttama Purusha. So, first person you will always confuse as Pratham Purusha. No. Always you remember in Sanskrit, others are first. So it is Pratham Purusha. I don't come first. So I'm not as a first person, but I am Uttama Purusha. Must be perfect. So we'll just joke like this and keep. But to remove that confusion, we will have to hold to something funny only to remember. Others are first, Brahmasmi, so I am Uttama. Okay, then it will somewhere stuck. It's not the right way, but something we should not confuse. Because when the information is given, though the information is simple, we understand that standalone. But when the information is piling up, the first information is forgotten. So not to club Purusha now with the Namapada. Purusha is clubbed with Kriya Pada. Kriya is being done by me or you or he, she. Okay. So this Purusha is coming on the Kriya Pada. Are we clear? Anybody is having doubt over here? Ask now.
Dr. Ji, we would talk about those Kriya Padam, 3 type of Kriya Padam again.
Yeah. So I will give example and I'll come back to it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? Do not hesitate to ask. So this much part is clear, I'm assuming. Okay. So we have a clarity on this aspect.
Second Purushan, second
Madhyama Purusha.
second person is Madhyam Purusha. Okay, okay.
Okay. Now we'll go one more step. This Namapada, let us say, any example, like, okay, Mala, Kankanam. Okay, Mala. So, there is one root word for this. Mala. Mala. So, in a Namapadam, where the root word is there, that is called as Shabda. Okay. In a Kriyapadam, what is root word? Okay. Aham khadami, I am eating. So khadami has happened, I am eating, but to eat is the verb. This to eat. I am eating, it is formed by using the first person. But eating is a verb? Yes. But what is the root verb? To eat is the verb in word. So in Sanskrit, the root word for a Kriyapada is called dhatu. Are we clear? Root word for a Namapadam is Shabda. Root word for a Kriyapada is dhatu. Are we clear on this? Any doubts?
Yes, Varshaji. So for dhatu, you give an example that when I'm saying I'm eating, actually the word is to eat. but we convert it into I'm eating, combining person and kriya, because kriya changes with the person. But what happens in the nampad, the shabd? You said,
Coming.
is there a basic for that
Yes.
also?
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank
It
you.
is. So we are going to see that. So now I've postponed your 2 questions, which I'm going to come and answer. No problem. Now we will see the Namapada. Example, we said the root word is called as Shabda in the example. But we also saw that Namapada is having a linga. So this slide is showing how the lingas are like for a glass. For a glass. Chashakaha. Chashakaha is a pullinga shabda. Mala is a strilinga shabda. Phalam, any fruit, is a napunsakalinga shabda. So, chashakaha, mala, phalam, right? So, these denote the linga. It's not denoting yet. We are not gone into the vachana aspect. Is it 1 or 2? We have not gone in. But we are just getting familiar with the sounds, that how a pullinga word will sound. Chashakaha, mala, phalam. Is that all? No, there are many others like Nadi Ikaranta or Devi Ikaranta or Guru Ukaranta or Matru word Rikaranta, Bhagavat Kakaranta. So what is this Anta Anta I'm saying? Like this Shabda has having some ending. Chashaka is the word. When I say Chashaka, ending it is. Ending, antaha. Anta ending. Mala, ending. Ending. Anta. Nadi, anta. Okay. Phalam. So, phal shabda, akaranta only it is. So, what is the ending from that sound? Many times we can catch up that what that word could be and how we have to use that word, which we'll now come to because that's Arun Jain ji's question. We'll come to it in a bit. Now we come to his first question. That what were the 3 things you said, the types of Kriya Pada? Looking at a Kriya Pada, we cannot understand whether the Kriya Pada is a Parasmay Pad or a Atmane Pad or a Ubhay Pad. Looking at a Dhatu, we cannot. But if it is kept in its Pratham Purusha, then we can make out what word it is. We can make out what word it is. Example, Patha Dhatu is there. So, Patha is a Dhatu. That means the root word is Patha. And from that, we get the word Pathati. So, when this Pathati, this ending we see, then we can make out and say, oh, this is a Parasmay Pad Dhatu. So we should not say Parasmay Pad Shabda. Shabda, we should link it with Namapada. So we should say, oh, so Pathati is a Parasmay Pad. Kriyapad. Now we take another Dhatu. The root word. Dhatu is a root word. Not to forget. Link that in the mind mentally. Vanda. By seeing Vanda, but the Vanda is Parasmaya or Atmanipad, nobody can guess. You have to learn the Dhatus. And when you are exposed to Dhatus, slowly you would know. There are 2,000 plus Dhatus in Sanskrit and counting. So when you say, so what happens many times, so many Vidwans refer and they find out. But we cannot refer Patha and Vanda and then say at this stage. By this stage, we should know and we should get exposed to many more dhatus By that, we should know that, okay, this is going to be Parasmaipada or Atmanipad. So this won't be Vandati anytime. That is a wrong, completely wrong. This is the Atmanipad. So the Pratham Purush, Ekvachana, is going to be Vandate. So Pathati cannot be Pathate. Vandate cannot be Vandati. Patha dhatu, Pathati only. Vanda dhatu, Vandate only. So that is difference between Parasmaipad and Atmanipad. Now, Ubhayapad. Some dhatus can be in both ways. So, like example, a kru dhatu. Kru means to do. So, kru is Ubhayapadi and it can be karoti or kurute also. And both usages you can use alternatively, doesn't matter. So, this gives us now a clarity that dhatus are of Kriyapad are divided into three types: Parasmaipadi, Atmanepad, and Ubhayapad. The root of a Kriyapad is called a dhatu. By looking at a dhatu, you cannot guess which type it is. If you get its form, then you will be able to guess which dhatu it is. For example, Patha dhatu runs in its Pratham Purush Ekvachan as Pathati, which denotes it is Parasmipad. Vanda dhatu goes as Vandate, which denotes as its Atmanipad. And Kr dhatu goes as Karoti or Kurute, which denotes as its Ubhaipad. Arunji, have I answered your first question now?
Ji, but I have another doubt. When we say karoti and krute, they mean the same thing or they are different?
Yes, they mean the same thing. And you can
Okay.
choose what you want to use.
Okay. So just for testing my understanding, if there are, dhatus which has two forms basically, and both are correct like karoti, krute, and there will be many. That means those are ubhay dhatu. But those dhatus which can only have one type, like you gave me example of patti and vante, that has to be one of them only. It cannot be other.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
that the name for such dhatu, if it is going as pathati, the name of such a dhatu is parasmaipad dhatu. And bandate, if it is going, then the name of that dhatu is an atmanipad dhatu.
But how do I know
And
this
by
is
looking at,
Atmanipad?
that's what I said, by looking at a dhatu, you will not be able to recognize it. The way it is run, that's how you will recognize it. But this is like you have to keep on gathering the information. So now you have, like, for example, today is our first class. Then today you have understood, oh, Patha dhatu is this. Then as a homework, I'll give you some more dhatu examples, which would be Parasmepadi, some more dhatu examples, which would be Atmanipad, some would be Ubhaipad. And I'll write, now you run these dhatus and you come. So then you have got a collection of dhatus. So like that, we have to increase our vocab.
Right. So all the dhatus can be divided in three parts.
Like how we talk to children. Huh? This is apple. This is an apple. Huh? Now, we don't teach the child, this is noun, okay? And you have to say, this is an apple or this is a pen. We don't teach all that. We just go showing things and we say, okay, you come here, you go there. By our actions and by our showing things, the child is learning the language. Child is not learning grammar. Are you getting the point? So we are doing now reverse. We are learning the language, we are learning the grammar, which is not a correct thing. We should learn to speak by actions and by showing things. And then eventually the grammar will fall in its place. Okay? Have I answered now your doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
So the first question of yours is answered. Anybody has any doubts so far? All clear. So far, I'm thinking whoever is present in the class tonight, this much part is clear. Okay. Now we go one more step higher. So we saw about the dhatu. Now we see for the namapada. So namapada, how the forms take place. That's called as declensions, or in Sanskrit, it is called as vibhakti. So Namapada, that shabda, that root, this mala, or whatever, any word, any shabda, that is undergoing to go the change as a whole. Like I'm going to say, I am going from here to Bombay, and so I have got so many prepositions used, to, from, whatever. But in Sanskrit, these prepositions are embedded into the shabda. This from will not be a separate word in Sanskrit. This from will be attached to the shabda. To will be attached to the shabda. On the table, this on will be attached to the shabda. Varsha's laptop, apostrophe S has come. So this Varsha's apostrophe S that we have attached, that will be embedded into the shabda. Give this to Varsha. Give this to whom? That is embedded in the shabda. I'm going to some place. To is attached over there. That is embedded into a shabda. So these prepositions, to, for, from, apostrophe S, on, or whoever is doing the action, these prepositions, they go and join the shabda. What is a shabda? Root word of a namapada. And that shabda is changing now. So this change in the shabda that occurs, the change in the root word that occurs, is called as vibhakti. Are we clear now what is a vibhakti? So is vibhakti for kriya pada? Mute and answer.
No,
No.
vibhaktis can only be for
Vibhakti is
Namapada.
for noun. Okay.
Yeah.
Kriya pada is undergoing change. What kriya pada is undergoing a change? Like at the moment I am talking. After the class, what I'm going to say, I had the class. Then I will say what my next class will be. So the Kriya Pada will have present tense, past tense, future tense. In Sanskrit, there are certain moods. I might order, please do this. No, please is a request. Do this and come. Okay. Or I can also say, okay, please do this. A request can also come. So there are moods also. So tenses and moods are applicable on the Kriya Pada. And Vibhakti is applicable on a Namapada.
No.
Are we clear over here? Anybody at this stage is having any question? All clear? Oh, I love you all. Fantastic. So this much base is clear. Okay. Now we go one more step higher. So throughout, like from beginning, you were receiving these reference cards, right? I hope it is saved in some corner, but I have brought over here. Because now this is a quick glance and our quick revision session is happening. And I've put now this first column where you see the case. That is our vibhakti. Okay? First. That is our vibhakti. First case, second case, third case, fourth case. How many cases are there? 7 cases are there. But we see 8 over there. Sambodhan is not a case. Sambodhan and Prathama mostly like same. Okay. Sambodhan is to address. Oh God. So that's not a case. Is this clear? Case and vibhakti means same. Okay. There are 7 vibhaktis. So the names in Sanskrit, first case. So it will be prathama. Second case, dvitiya. Third case, tritiya. Fourth case, chaturthi. Fifth case, panchami. Sixth case, shashti. Seventh case, saptami. These names are okay? Anybody having problem over there? Now, we add names to it, which will denote what is that case used for. We get a clarity. For example, prathama in an active voice is used to either point, oh, that is a tree. Okay, this is a bangle. I'm showing something. Or I am talking. Vadami. So when in an active voice, the class was taken by her. This is passive voice. Okay. So when it comes by her, it is not a prathama vibhakti. I am taking the class. So when you have an active voice, that is going to go in a prathama vibhakti. Or if you want to point out a thing, vastu nirdeshanarth. So in such a case, we use prathama vibhakti to denote who is doing the action. Who is doing the action will be in the prathama. He will be nominated as an actor, or it is shown. So that is a nominative case. Anybody having doubt over here? Nomination of the word. The action is being done by which person is nominated. You're showing what is something. Nominative case. Okay. Second is accusative case. From here, I'm going to my village tomorrow, town tomorrow, Mumbai tomorrow, Singapore tomorrow, there. None. To what the action is done. So we have like first was the subject, the second is the object. Okay, first and second. That's how the sentence we work, right? So accusative. Third is, with what are you doing the action? Example, I am eating. I am eating. Aham khadami. Who is doing the action? I am doing the action. So aham is in Bhakti. Khadami. Khadami is our Uttama Purusha. Ekvachan. Only one person is eating. What I am eating, put a question. Maybe I am eating some phal. Amra. Amra phalam khadami. Kadali phalam khadami. Banana. So that what I am eating is an object. With the what I am eating, I'm eating with my hand. Or I'm eating with a spoon. So that becomes our third case. Instrument what is used to do the action. By what the action is done. So it's instrumental. So with, by, through, hastena khadami, chamasena khadami, whatever. So by what? So that is instrumental, that is our third. This amra phalam, I am giving it to you. So to whom I am giving? Or some things I do for whatever. I'm doing namaskara to the Lord. Namaha word comes, right? Namah Shivaya, we say. Very common mantra, most powerful mantra. So to what we have offering or to whom we are giving, that comes in the fourth case, creative. Okay. Fifth case, from where to where you are going, from when it is going, where is the separation? If the leaf is falling from the tree, if I am from my village going to some other place, then from where you are going, that is Panchami. That is ablative case. Our apostrophe S, to whom it belongs to, where the relationship is, that is our Shashti, genitive case. And where the thing is on the table, or there are some other things, or inside the box, where the location is, locative case, that is Saptami. Now, are we understanding now? Namapada is having root word Shabda. Shabdas, the prepositions will come and attach to them and they will undergo change. That is called as Vibhakti. Vibhakti is 7 in number, and each number has a purpose which preposition is going to go and attach to it, and the meaning of that sentence would change if you use a different Vibhakti. So much clear? Anybody having doubt till now? Okay.
Ma'am, can you give an example for Saptami? Another sentence?
Yeah. So, let us say, this is my Chashaka. Okay. I've kept my hand on the Chashaka. Hand is Hasta. Chashaka is, oh, the Baba Nasa. Chashaka. Where I've kept my hand? On the Chashaka. On the Chashaka is the hand. So, the meaning what I have to use is on the Chashaka. So, Chashake. But this is Hasta. If you say Haste, then what will happen? Then the glass has to come on the hand. Are we seeing the difference? Hastaha Chashake asti. Haste Chashakaha asti. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Can you repeat what you said, Varsha? Sorry.
See, Chashakaha. This is Chashaka. This is hand. I am placing my hand on the Chashaka. So, Chashake Hastaha asti. Chashake. On the Chashaka. But if I say Haste, then the Chashaka becomes on the hand. So, knowing the Vibhakti, we are putting that word on the hand or on the glass. So, she said, give another example. So, I'm giving two only things are over here. Where you apply that Vibhakti Saptami, there this prefix on is going and attaching. So, if you use the word Chashake, which is Saptami, it is on the Chashaka. If you use the word Haste, it is on the hand. Are we clear, Lakshmiji?
Yes, Varsha. Thank you.
Okay. So, this particular thing, to know the Vibhakti becomes important because many times we feel, oh, Chashakam, Chashaka, Deva, Devam, you can use, if you use one Ammaha, anything, it becomes Sanskrit. It doesn't become Sanskrit like that. The subject-object will change. For example, see in the first example, Devaha Asman Rakshati. You think it's Sanskrit, Deva Asman Rakshati, Devam Asman Rakshati, fine. Hi, Devam Asman Rakshati? No, it cannot be. The meaning will change. In first one, who is the Karta? Devaha is the Karta. God is protecting. Devam Rakshati means somebody is protecting God, whoever is the Karta in that. Because that is becoming a Dvitiya Vibhakti. So it is not simply saying Sanskrit with and aha and you think you speak Sanskrit. Now are we clear? So the word Shabdaha, the root word is Deva. When I say Deva, it is Akaranta. And again, looking at it, we will never know. So we should Like how looking at a dhatu, we don't know whether it is a parasmaipadi or atmanepadi. Looking at a shabda, we do not know whether it is a pulling or a striling. Are we clear? Yes, sir.
One doubt, I'm sure you are going to probably talk about. So this vibhakti, would they change with vachana or linga?
Yes, both.
Oh, that makes it so
Yes.
complicated then.
No. Because you jumped ahead. That's why I'm going slow. Base should clear, then we do it. Arunji. Now I'm having one glass, so I'm using chashakaha word, correct? But if I had two glasses, then will I still use the word chashakaha? Why I have to say then in English two glasses? Why can't I say two glass only? Why the word is changing to glasses? So your question is like that. Oh, why you have to say flowers? Why you can't say only keep flower? Understood now the gravity of your question.
Oh,
So
yes,
Vachana,
it's just that I'm
1
scared
minute.
of
No, don't
confusion.
get scared. Don't get scared. If one glass is there, it is chashakaha. If two are there, it is something else. If many are there, it is something else. But let us not jump over there now. But chashakaha is our akaranta pullinga we saw. Mala. Mala is that akaranta we saw. But if I'm wearing two malas today, so will I use still the word mala? That I'm wearing two mala? Why she's calling her, she's wearing two mala? Why can't she say she's wearing two malas? Two garlands, two necklaces. The word is changing in English also, correct? Can I use one word and many word? It will sound so rubbish, correct? So if I've used two, there is different word for it. And if I've got many malas, then there is another word for it. But mala is not like the word chashaka. Chashakaha is akaranta pullinga. Mala is akaranta strilinga. So the plural for chashaka will be different. The plural for mala will be different. Are we clear? Arunji.
Yes, ma'am. Not clear.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody is having any different doubt? Skava?
The only thing, Varshaji, in English we have only two tenses, like
Yes.
prathama
Singular
and one and many. But here we have, one, two,
yes.
and many.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes. We follow the Guru Shishya Parampara. It has to be two. Without that, we cannot. Okay. Now, so far, so clear. Okay.
Varshaji,
Ji.
the same scene of hand is on the glass. We can say glass is under the hand. How does the sentence change then?
Sentence will not change. So the word will only change.
Okay.
But
The meaning.
Okay. The word will change. Okay. Now we are going next step. So, coming to Arunji's last question. We have seen Namapadas are there. And Namapada can be different. Like Deva Shabda is Akaranta Pullinga. Vana Shabda is Akaranta Napunsakalinga. Mala is Akaranta Strilinga. Hari is Ikaranta, short Pullinga. Mati, Strilinga Ikaranta. Dadi, Napunsakalinga Shabda it is. Can we look at it and guess? No. But now I have given the information. So in your memory, you should register. Oh, Dadhi is a Napunsakalinga. Dadhi means yogurt. Nadi, river. It's a Dirghai, Ikaranta Strilinga. Guru. Dhenu means a cow. Madhu. Honey. which is a ukaranta. Madhu, ukaranta. So these shabdas, how they end, we also have to remember whether it is a strilinga or what linga, and there are 3 vachanas for it. So they will end differently. So if we are using to point out something, that means in our this chart of Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi is there. We will also have Ekvachan, Dvivachan, Bahuvachan times 7 means 21 formations. Excuse me. Good. So far I didn't cough and I was wondering today the voice is coming nice and I got the thought came. It reminded me. Give me a minute. So now, what are we seeing in this chart is only Prathama Vibhakti. Okay. But there are so many words. So this Deva Shabda, if we take, Deva will have this first line times 7. Means 3 times into 7. 21 words. Gods, to the God, for the God, on the God, from the God, by the God. We have. So that will change. Is this part clear? Anybody having doubt over here?
I think it's clear, but maybe an example like, Dev, when it's an Ekvachan, Dvivachan and Akarta, we know Dev hai, Devo, Devaha. But if it's in second Vibhakti, then...
Coming to it. Time 21, immediately we cannot eat, no? One line, second line, third line. Then 21th line we would be able to write. 21st first word we would be able to write. 7th line. This much is understood?
I do have one question. What is the importance of Akaranta or Akaranta? Does it mean that all the words which are in Akaranta would follow the same pattern?
Same pattern, correct. The linga, pullinga words which are akaranta will follow. One word you learn, all rest of the words you will learn. One akaranta you learn, all the rest of the words you will learn. Oh, that is my reminder for the daily Gita.
Yeah.
Okay, let us quickly, so that means we have exceeded time. No, this is fine. Okay. Now, so far so clear. So apart from the Namapadas, the usual Shabdas, we also have the pronouns like he, she and all. So for that Sarvanam also, we have some words. So like Pullinga means he, Saha, he who is far, that. Sa, she who is far. Esha, she who is near me. Eshaha, he who is near me. So this will also that he, she, it. For far and near also, there are different words. Okay. So pronouns will also have vachana and vibhakti. We saw. It's only kriya padam or dhamma padam. Okay. Now go next. This is coming for the second part. So this also reference card was shared. What is Dvitiya Vibhakti? 2, our accusative case. Devam, Devau, Dodan. Now the thing has changed. First was Devaha, Devau, Devaha. That was Prathama. Now Devam, Devau, Devan. Second line has added. Okay. Then the third line is added. Devena, Devabhyam, Devaihi. Okay. We have seen till 3 vibhaktis. And we have seen equally for the Sarvanam also. In between, we have seen the Dhatu and we have seen only the Vartaman Kal. And we have seen this Pathati, Pathataha and Pathanti. I hope you have your reference cards. So I'm going to end this over here. This up till here only we had covered. We have done Vartaman Kal and we have done 3 vibhaktis. I hope today's class was sufficient to get the base strong. Anybody is having doubt till?
We did both kal also. Anadhyana Bhuta kal.
Ah, okay. Anyone has any question?
Reference card you will post again.
Yes, I'm going to post. If this much is understood very well, then instead of taking the class time, Somasundaranji, 6 months ago, to be precise, 5 months ago, has made all the rest of the reference card. And just because I was supposed to talk to you all throughout these 5 months and my health prevented it, otherwise I would have, the idea was to give one by one and keep talking so that we don't forget. And for that, but then the health slipped somewhere and the group got closed and there was no communication, but it's all his will and it has happened today. So now what is going to happen? I'm going to post all the cards. What you have to do is prepare your Shabdarupavali book and Bhadarupavali book. That's why I said in today's class, you please bring it. So I was going to talk about it, but now I'll talk it in the group. So when you make a notebook, first part you leave it for your Shabdarupavali, and the notebook last page onwards, you start your Dhaturupavali. Okay. We'll talk about this. We had spoken about this. We had started the notebook. We have written in the notebook till Tritiya Vibhakti. I hope those who have not done, you still have time. And we will complete the notebook in this 1 week. So next week when we come, we have our notebook fully ready with all the vibhaktis. Okay. So we save the class time and then we go directly to the verse number 18. You read the meaning, you watch the class. I watched the class and I got shocked. I said, oh, I sound so arrogant. And I thought, I was very angry in that class, the last 2 classes, especially the second last class. So my apologies. I think it was after the Narayanian class. I scolded in Narayanian class and the same thing was happening. Nobody came doing the homework or something. That was me. So my humble apologies for sounding so arrogant because I really can't bear listening to that class. I don't know how y'all are going to, but if y'all are going back to listen, because I went back to listen to know what I have spoken. But if you have gone and if I sound arrogant, I'm so sorry. It didn't mean that. So if you see it angry, it's gone in the past. But just take the gist of what had to be conveyed and we continue. So next week, I'm expecting Dharupavali and Dhaturupavali complete. How to complete? I'll put it in the group and you write it all neatly and come. Beautiful cards have been made by Somasundaranji. And because he was going to US, he had to complete in few nights. And he was doing it like at a warfront level. Is this okay? Is this okay? And every night he has spent painstakingly because in our holiday time of my relocation, we were supposed to do it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but it is happening at the right time when the Lord wills. So if you do not have doubts, let's end this session because people at Daily Gita are waiting. We see all in Daily Gita. Join for 5 minutes. Listen to the first 15, 17 mantras, and then you can leave if you don't have time to read. Okay. And if anybody has still doubts, please write to me personally. We'll clear this because if the base is not ready, then tomorrow when I say in the class, okay, this is Panchami, and what is again Panchami? Again, I'll have to sit and explain. So now no more we are going to spend time on Vibhakti and Kriya Padhas. There is something more to the grammar that we have to learn apart from the Vibhaktis and the Kriya. Okay. Let's keep our spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Okay. Oh. Oh. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. Hari Om everyone. See you all next time.
Hari
Hari Om.
Hari Om ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, my darling. I'm so happy to have you.
It was a very nice revision of what we did, Varsha ji. It was very nice today's class. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please post Gita's this thing, no link in this group.
So that bouquet I have shared, no? Class catalog. Just get into class catalog and join any class. So in that, the first one is Daily Gita. Just click on the join the class. You will end up in that class. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om, Varsha ji. Thank you.
Hari Om. Hari Om, Varsha ji.
Hari Om.